Hey guys, finally Sleeps here. Top Prospects was released today, and like all of the new events we've seen this year, we were greeted with the normal new event first hour of fun, which looked a lot like this. I'm assuming I'm not the only one who's tired of going through this each and every single event. I mean, it's not that hard to get prepared, set this up so that every single time EA releases something, we're not dealing with content update after content update after content update. The server's going down, you name it, it's always something. Always something. To give EA some credit though, they have mixed things up a bit and incorporated the best of the latest events into this one Top Prospects, including a few items from my personal wish list for FIFA Mobile 21. There are more AI matches in this event. We have more SBCs, including a position-specific Masters SBC. There are options in this event, believe it or not. Instead of a linear path, that's the only path to choose, they are giving us choices. We are not all going to be grabbing the same players. There are variations, which is going to be a good thing because this thing is flooding the market with players, which is hitting the market heavy in the 88, 89, 90, and plus range. Pluses and minuses to that, especially if you're a market guy like me, it's not a good thing. It's really dragging the prices down, but this late in the season, it may be important to gather the resources we need to be able to hit those big OVRs and rank ups. And speaking of rank ups, there are a ton of resources in this event. The Wheel of Players is back. There are tons of resources there. And speaking of resources, which is like the fourth time I've said it in one very long run-on sentence, there are more resources in this event than we've seen in months. Plus, and this is a big one, there's a grinding element to this event. Right now, though, it's too early for me to be able to see exactly what the rewards are for that grind that we're told is there. But we'll come back to that. We'll get to that in a minute. Instead of breaking the entire event down, then looking at what's possible free to play, to cut down the length on this video, I'm going to just dive. Let's just jump right in. Yeah, this is an event with event energy that you have to use. So yeah, again, it's like everything that we've seen before as far as that goes. So let's look at the math on how much energy we'll have before it's all said and done. Okay, you're going to start out with 18 energy when the event reset on day one. You get 1 per hour. That's 27 days. It's, 27-day event, 24 hours in a day. That's 648 minus 1 because you can't reset that last hour on the event. You don't have time to play another skill game, so it doesn't matter. So we subtract 1 from before it's all said and done. You have ads every day, 3 to be exact, at 3 energy apiece times 27 days is another 243. We also have coin packs. There are 5 per week, and there are actually 4 weeks in the event. This is weird. So there's 4 weeks, but there's only... Can I even do that? My fingers hurt. There's only 3 resets because the resets are on 9 days. So we'll discuss that in a second too. You add up all the coin packs, that's 240. You put all that together and you have a grand total of 1,148 energy. Now, if you only play skill games, now you have a choice, skill games versus or head-to-head. Each one, it's 10 for a loss, 15 for a draw, 20 for a win if you go for the match route. But if you do skill games, it's just 15. That's what we're going to set this up for the math itself. So if you only play skill games, you're talking 15 per skill game, 3 apiece. That's 5,730 prospect points. There are daily easy AI matches, 10 per go. That's 27 times 10, 270 more. Plus you have the hard AI matches. That's 540 more prospect points, We have daily milestones. Every day when you reach your daily milestone, you're going to get 50 more prospect points, that's another 1,350. There is a tab of matches that you can play called the Prospect Search, Prospect Search match. That one resets every 9 days, so there's only 3 of them, and that's 3 times 300 we're expecting. That's a possibility that each week it could have more than 300, but we haven't seen that in a long time. We're assuming 300 times 3 weeks. That's another 90. You put all that together, that's a grand total of 8,790 prospect points, free to play, without spending any gems or doing anything, just by playing the game start to finish, never letting your energy fill. You can also earn prospect points, though, with special slices. This is another random luck thing that we haven't seen all the way since Lunar New Year. So there's other ways to grab stuff, and it's just a luck element that comes into the daily matches that you play. So you possibly could have more than that 8,790. Okay, so let's break down the event. Here in the main tab, you'll be playing your daily skill games, versus matches or head-to-head. So we have the 3 choices. That's what we talked about. 20 for a win, 15 for a draw, 10 for a loss, or if you just stick with the skill games, you're at 15. Everything is 3 points. So, your choice is up to you. It's your way to go. If you have a high OVR team, you might want to try the versus. If you're really strong at head-to-head and you don't mind spending all the time, you can try head-to-head, but skill games are the easiest. It's up to you. It could make a difference, though, in grabbing an award or 2 if you want to go the route of playing matches, but again, up to you. Now, first tip. I shouldn't have to say this, but I will. Never let your stamina fill up. Even when you're cashing in your coin packs, these coin packs where you get 5 per week, you don't want to use more than 12 energy, because once you go above 18, the counter stops and you lose the opportunity to replenish your energy. There are also daily matches that you're going to want to play, both of these, the easy and the hard. And here's the one thing. You have a chance for these special slices. Those are where you use over here in the special prospect pack. These give you a top prospect base item, which could be the prospect points or top tokens, which we'll come back to here in a little bit. We also have the daily and weekly bonuses over here. Let's see. We already figured this into the math for the top prospect points, but the top tokens here, we're going to talk about in a minute. They're on a tab over the top token box. We have 4 SBCs that refresh weekly, which means we should be able to complete them 4 times. That rounds out to 800 common shards, 400 rare, 400 epic, and 80 legendary just by completing all the SBCs. You're going to want to complete these for sure. Okay, moving on to the prospect path. This is where we spend those 8,790 points that are available free to play. Here's something to remember. You have 2 paths to choose from. You have an upper and a lower. You can follow one or the other. You have to complete both paths, though, to be able to unlock the next round of both paths. As you can see here, I took the first one all the way across, and it now unlocked the first node on the second one, but I can't get to this path. So this is going to come into the math as you figure out what you want to do as far as you run across. Now, running the numbers, it takes 325 prospect points to get all the way to the end of either the top or the bottom of path 1. Now, that gives you a 95 rated. If I grab another one here, I get a second 95 rated. If you do want to grab one of the 99s, it's an additional 500 after you've completed both the top and the bottom. Now, you do not have to claim the 99 to move on to path 2. As you can see here, I can already move on without claiming it. This means to grab both 95s and 99s, you're going to be out 1,150 prospect points. Now, path 2, it's another 2,375 to get to the end of the top or bottom path. Then another 1,000 to claim one of the 104s. That means if you skipped the 99 in path 1, you'll be out 5,400 prospect points to get 2 top 100 players is 6,400 if you grab a 104, and 6,900 total if you grabbed everything, including the 99. So if you take it all the way to here, grab 2 95s, a 99, grab 2 100s and a 104, you're out 6,900 of your 8,970, I think it was, 8,970. Now, path 3 is where it starts to get really expensive. It's another 5,050 to get all the way to the end of either the top or bottom for a 106. It's another 1,500 if you do both paths and you want to grab a 108. That means if you skip the 99 in path 1 and skip the 104 in path 2, you're still going to be out 15,500 points to grab 2 106s and another 1,500 for the 108. Now, that's way out of range for free to play. If you grab all of the players in the entire path, even the bonus coming all the way through, that gives you a grand total of 2 95s, a 99, 2 100s, a 104, 2 106s, and a 108. That's 18,500 prospect points. And, I mean, that's more than 10,000 more than you're going to get free to play. So it's not doable. Now let's talk strategy for a minute. Highest rated player you can grab free to play is a 106. And that means you can grab both 95s, a 99, getting the bonus, and a 100 and a 106 if you just stick with either the top or bottom path once you get through the first part. That takes you all the way to one of these 3 106 players. So just to explain that, you can go all the way here, grab a 95, come to the bottom, grab another 95, then claim a 99, play the entire top all the way through to grab a 106, grabbing a 100 on the way. But you have to stop with the bottom path once you get to here. You've got to be done. That's one way to do it. Now, if you go top and bottom, grab both 95s and the 99. You can also grab 2 100s and a 104 here. Then you can either go top or bottom and get yourself all the way to the top token 500. That takes you 8,650 prospect points to get you here, which is 5 more draws on that wheel. Now for me, I'm going to be focusing on shards. I don't care about the players. I'll be taking the top all the way here to these 100 epic. Okay, those are important to me. Then on bottom path, I'm going to take it to path 2, reward 8 or 9, I think it is. Where's it at? 8 or 9. So I can get to here, maybe here if I'm a little bit lucky. I'm going to be 460 short of the second 100 rated player, which is most likely possible with, let's say, 5,000 to 7,500 gems if you're really dead set on having 2 100 players. But their value in the market is not going to be worth the gems that it takes to get you there. So we move on to the milestones. The next tab. There's a ton of milestones here. Prospect points, everybody's going to get that 90 plus prospect point. If you make it all the way to the end and you choose that 106, if that's the way you're going to go, you get another 98. Nobody's getting best free to play. No way in hell you can get best free to play. You've got custom bundle stuff you can grab. If you complete one of the special chapters, which you're going to do, you're going to get 2 more special slices. We got top tokens for completing 2. Everybody's going to get the 99 McNeil as long as you complete the prospect search, all 3 of the special chapters. There are bonus versus matches that you can go to get here. That's the grinding element that gives you another 95 prospect player and the possibility of 100 rare, but we'll come back to that. The next tab, top token box. Remember those top token points that we talked about? Remember those top tokens? It's like Sally Sally sells seashells down by something. Top token points. Remember those top token points. See, I said it right that time. Here's the wheel where you're going to get to use them. Unlike past events, though, you're not guaranteed a player on your first spin. As you see, there are 5 set of resources at the bottom that you can collect. I've already spun it once. I got nothing. I think I got stuck with like 250 boost. Something stupid. The only time you're guaranteed a player is after 10 of spins. So your 11th spin is going to be a guaranteed player both times. Now, if you complete all the milestones and play the full event, and you earn a total of 2,100 top token points, which are good for 21 spins. That's 1 short of 2 guaranteed players. You can earn more tokens by luck in the trading in the special slices thing that we just talked about back on the top prospects tab. Those you get from earning the daily AI matches. You'll be 4 shy of the 25 spin milestone for 100 rare. The 45 spins for the 100 epic is going to cost you an ass load of gems. I'm just saying. So that's probably out of range, but the 100 epic, but the 100 rare are within everybody's range, free to play. Now, if we move on to the prospects search, this is the tab that we've seen in the last couple of events. It's going to reset every 9 days, so we get to play it 3 times. It's a series of matches. There's Hazard Key, a lot of resources, some boost. There are versus matches in here mixed in as well that we have to pass. And then once you get all the way to the final here, you claim your 92. This becomes a grindable versus match where you win to grab your milestones for the shards. Now, I'm not quite sure if there's going to be any possible resources that come with grinding this. It's just coins maybe, or the wins just, go towards the milestone. I don't know yet. So we'll have to see. Now, this last tab, custom bundles. I really don't even want to mention this because these are FIFA point offers. So free to play, this is just out of here. Plus, they're not very good because you have to pick 3 things. So for 5,000 FIFA points, you can get 500 common, 200 rare, and then what? You're going to grab some boost or a 95 rated player? It's just not really inducive of anything. And I tried it just to see what happens. I obviously didn't buy it. I only have 9 FIFA points. But if you reset this, it looks like you can buy things. So let's say you want to go with common. We choose common. You don't really get anything. It's just your choice. You see the check mark. We go rare. We're not getting anything. And a player. Which is the way I would probably go if I was going to do it, but I'm not. And then you have to buy the thing for 5,000 FIFA points. It's just not worth it. Skip it. I mean, bleh. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not too sure why we did this. This is kind of a dumb tab. All right, that's it. Top prospects, lots of players, lots of resources, lots of AI matches, lots of shards, lots of SBCs, and grindable versus matches. The only thing lackluster is the concept of the event itself. I mean, it's young prospect players, and holy hell, there are a ton of them. Depends on how big a fan you are of any specific team, because none of these are top tier players for sure. They're young prospects. Stats-wise, though, some of them look pretty decent. Some of them actually look kind of amazing on paper when you get into the higher OBRs. If you haven't been ranking up your team and you don't have your players to like 10, 11, 12, then this can make a big jump in your squad because even the easy players are all ranked to 10. So for 4 million coins, you can start transferring those to the team, to the players that you want. So that's an easy way to jump ahead without spending a bunch of shards. I don't know. For me, though, it's all about boost and shards. More shards. Lots of shards. Shards. Big into shards right now. That's just because the boost is maxed out for me. I know I talked about boost the entire beginning of the season, but we've kind of moved on. Shards are more important to me than boost right now. Although I am still... That's my order. Shards, boost, coins. Shards, boost, coins, then players. I don't care about the players. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Turn on notifications so you'll know when videos go live. What else? Check out finallysleeps.com for market and fishing tips. And last but not least, Don't miss the live streams going on multiple times each week over at Twitch. Links on there as well. Usually an hour before reset. That's it. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making videos.